Past 6, and this is our Tracking the Tropics update. We do this if I'm honest, I do it about as much as I can, but at 6 a.m. that's the goal, and it's certainly when there's active tropics we will be here and we'll be tracking things. And this morning the tropics are indeed active. Let me take you right outside, see what's doing. Take a look. This is Tropical Storm Colin, formed at 5 a.m. this morning. Yeah. Tropical Storm Colin formed at 5 a.m. It's sitting right over the coast of South Carolina. This is a storm system that started off of our east coast and kind of lifted and lifted and lifted and lifted further and further north. Let's take a look at the radar imagery this morning, and you can see very heavy rainfall certainly continuing to fall across the kind of coastal basin there. Most of the worst weather is off the shoreline, but it's still gusty. The Hurricane Center had been monitoring this and knew that this was certainly a possibility. Forecast from the National Hurricane Center does keep it right along the shoreline, bringing it kind of up toward the Outer Banks, and then as soon as it gets up to the Delmarva Peninsula, makes kind of a bit of a right-hand turn and starts moving back out to sea. Computer models are keyed in on that, so certainly something that we're going to be watching. Here's a look at the computer models, just so that we're all on the same page. You can see moving away, so should not be a threat to our friends in the northeastern United States. In addition to Colin, we're still watching Bonnie. Now, Bonnie is crossing Central America as we speak. Bonnie will not lose its name, Bonnie, because it is staying organized. We think that this will be not only organized once it gets to the Pacific Basin, but even becoming a hurricane, okay? That would be the second B-named storm in the Pacific Basin this year because, of course, this is an Atlantic system. The last time that happened was Otto, I believe 5, 6, 7 years ago. So definitely something to watch. Bonnie, not a threat to Florida either, thankfully. And as a matter of fact, if we look at the raw computer model data, I'm happy to say as we're tracking the tropics this morning, just kind of looking around and seeing there is that wave that's in the Central Caribbean. You can see it there. Not really doing much. Computer models kind of fizzling that out. The rest time here, let's see here. You can see the timestamp. That's July the 7th. A couple little storm systems coming off the northeastern United States, but not looking anything crazy there. Yeah, the rest of the tropics were looking good, at least for now. Now there, around the 11th, 12th, some little pieces of energy out over the Gulf Stream, but again, nothing too wild. So yeah, the tropics, my friends, looking good for us in Central Florida for now. But you've got Bonnie moving into the Pacific Basin. You've got Colin riding along the Carolina coast. We'll talk more about our local forecast. It is a holiday weekend after all, when I see you coming up in 2 hours for Coffee Talk. In the meantime, Christina and I are on the air doing WESH 2 News Sunrise. So join us on TV and on air and online and all those other platforms.